Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
We've had an interesting week or so as far as action figure news is concerned, but let's jump right into the Dragonball news because we all know I like that a lot. Demoniacal Fit is giving us their own manga Goku release. I think there's still some questions out there whether or not it's even for real or if it's a prank. If it's a prank, that kind of upsets me. If it's for real, I kind of love it, especially as, for SH Figure Arts, how difficult they have made the official release to get your hands on. I'm not real proud of that, and the fact that the official second hand is going for like $300 and stuff, and I'm just not paying that. But if the Demoniacal Fit one is for real, it's supposed to be released in Q2 of this year. My only real question beyond whether or not it's real is how much it will be. If it's less than $300, obviously that's a steal, but hopefully it goes for less than $100. Next up, we've got 3 new studios putting out some cool stuff. I'll start with the first one. A company called Has Studio is putting out a future Gohan that I think looks super awesome. That body is clearly, a rip-off of the Games Begin Goku from SH Figure Arts, and I do not have a problem with it. I got lucky a couple of days ago and caught it for pre-order when it was up on 5K Toys. It is no longer up on there, so AliExpress is going to be your best bet, and I think this one's going to be a Q2 release as well. I think it's called, the One-Armed Demon Hawk or something. It looks really, really cool. Now, 5K Toys has mentioned that there's going to be a couple of other versions of this figure that's going to be coming up, I guess, for pre-order through them later on down the road, so I would keep an eye out for that if you missed it on there and don't like AliExpress. Another studio is that Dimensiona studio. I hope I'm saying that right. Their new God Defier, which is basically a new Goku Black. It looks really, really cool. I was lucky enough, again, to catch it on 5K Toys. AliExpress would be your best bet from this point forward. A couple of different versions, one just kind of the standard matte look, and then one that kind of has more of that rose hint to it, but they look like it's going to be pretty cool. It's a nice price, around $60 some odd, with nice accessories, so I really, really am looking forward to that. Staying on the Goku Black-esque theme, another brand new studio, Vito Forge Studio, I hope I'm saying that right, is putting out a Gohan Black. I know that's one that everybody's kind of been kind of wanting, even though it's more of a fan fiction than anything. I think I don't keep up with extra, outside of just the anime stuff. I think Gohan Black, is just kind of a fan thing, but they're doing their own Gohan Black. They have a Goku Black version as well, and I think you're only going to be able to find it on AliExpress, maybe some other place, Hobby Genki or something like that, or Hobby Model Store. They have not been up on 5K Toys as of yet, and that's kind of my preferred place to pre-order stuff, but it looks really nice as well. I'm definitely going to get my hands on it at some point, perhaps just not right away. Now, a couple of lesser favorite as far as lines from the Dragon Ball stuff that we've got coming out is Dragon Ball Evolve has a new fourth form Frieza coming out. I really like it. It will eventually be available in Walmarts and Targets just like all the other Dragon Ball Evolves, but it is up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store with an April release, I believe. And Dragon Stars, another one that not everybody likes, but their Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, the Daima version, is coming out, and eventually that will be available on Walmart and Target as well, but it is currently up on the Big Bad Toy Store with an April release as well, and I figure that will wind up on Amazon also. Now for Storm news, courtesy of Mr. Lee's Instagram. If you don't know anything about him, go to Instagram and check him out. He has he always gets all the awesome stuff early, and he's very nice enough to put out a lot of photography and little videos showing us everything new. And Storm Arena, the Alpha 3 Dan, he has him in hand, and he is usually just a couple of weeks or so ahead of everybody else, at least in China, as far as getting him out. And I'm gonna be honest, he looks pretty cool, so I think we're gonna have him in hand pretty soon. He looks good, like I just said. Not overly exciting. I'm certainly not as excited for him as I was for Sagat, but then again, it's Sagat, and Sagat is a fan favorite, particularly in action figure form. But Dan does look really good. It looks like the paint and everything's going to be nice on him, and his accessories look good as well. And then from Storm Collectibles, the OG stuff from Storm, T-Hawk. Mr. Lee let us see a quick video that he made of T-Hawk, and the Storm Collectibles T-Hawk looks absolutely awesome. Massive as could be, because the character himself's like 7'8" or something like that. So he's definitely going to be the biggest from that line. His accessories are a little so-so, with the box versus actually getting the eagle or whatever. But I don't really personally have a problem with it, because ever since the promotional images rolled out, we knew that's what the accessory was going to be. So hopefully everybody kind of keep their emotions in check, because you knew what it was going to come with before you bought it. But the box still looks a little complex. Actually, there's a half a dozen pieces or more that go into putting it together. So I think that will actually be a nice little thing to use, especially people who like to make dioramas, I should say, and stuff. So it should be pretty cool. The detail on the figure looks awesome. His face looks a little off. He looks a little too handsome, to be quite honest with you. If you haven't checked out Richie Figs' video, he pointed that out before me, and I didn't really honestly even notice it until he said something. But yeah, T-Hawk looks a little too handsome. Honestly, T-Hawk should look a little rougher, but the face, it still looks good. It just it's kind of pretty T-Hawk, I guess we'll say. We'll call him pretty T-Hawk or handsome T-Hawk. But as far as Storm news, unfortunately, that is it. We don't really get much news from them very often. So when we do, I think everybody is really chomping at the bit. But these two releases over the next 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, I think will be enough to tide us all over. And lastly is some Marvel / Hasbro news. Marvel Legends Hasbro, I should say, had their little fan stream or whatever earlier today or on Tuesday at like 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., whatever time it was. I didn't watch it. But they did announce some new stuff. They announced a new Secret Wars wave. Nothing special about the characters. You all, if you watch my videos, know my relationship with Marvel Legends is not that awesome. I'm not that big of a fan. Only every now and again do they put something out that I really kind of want to sink my teeth into. But this new Secret Wars wave, obviously it's 6 figures, and it's got the new alien suit Spider-Man, and it's kind of that new Daredevil, and it's kind of that new Magic character that we've seen a couple of releases for her before, and this version is kind of as well. The Constrictor, no thanks. Those accessories come with, that's all reused, nothing new from Marvel Legends. Now that new Falcon, he has a cool look because he comes with the bird, but it's a little too like 1970s bar disco type look for me. And then the Absorbing Man, actually to me doesn't look too terrible. That sculpt and stuff doesn't look bad, but again, nothing that's really blowing my hair back. And lastly, we got our 4th installment of the Maximum series in the form of Maximum Thor. My big question, is it going to suck like pretty much the other 3 releases from the Maximum line have? Is this the version you wanted? I know a lot of people were wanting a Maximum classic Thor look. I'm not even really sure what to call this newest one. But I don't think it looks too terrible. It looks a little lighter on accessories than the previous releases, at least in comparison to Deadpool and Spider-Man. He does look like he's going to be quite a bit bigger of a character than them. He's definitely not as big as Hulk, obviously, but let's not even talk about Hulk. But I'm going to imagine that this Thor, God, I can't talk, is going to probably be roughly the size of that evil Thor that they came out with. I think it was in 2024. He's kind of got blue skin or whatever. I'll put an image up on the screen of that Thor. I think they're probably going to use that buck or whatever, at least this figure will be that size. I'm not looking forward to really any of those releases from Marvel Hasbro, but that kind of wraps up the action figure news that I want to talk about. If there's anything that jumped out or if I left anything off, let me know down in the comments. Be sure and subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. And this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.